I am here at the IPL Bake-Off in San Francisco with two very wonderful individuals that do voiceover for League of Legends characters. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves as well as let you guys know who they voice, each individual voices.
Hi, my name's Owen Thomas. I am the voice of Twisted Fate and Viktor.
Very cool.
And I'm Brian Sommer. I voice Tryndamere, Warwick, and Nunu's Yeti.
Fantastic. So you guys actually came out to this event just to sort of hang out with the fans. Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, we're all from the area, and we thought it would be great, and it's been fantastic to meet people, and you do your little voice, and they're so happy, and you can't help but be sucked in,
Really cool. Are you enjoying the event as well?
Absolutely. I'm learning a lot because I really didn't know much about the playing of the game when I started out. So it's been an education for me, that's for sure.
Really cool. Well, I know a lot of fans are excited to see you guys here. In the League of Legends community, I don't think there's much knowledge of how the voice acting stuff works. So can you sort of tell me, either one of you, how you got into the industry and started sort of working along with Riot?
As far as getting into voiceover, I think as far as I go, I worked as a musician for many years, and I decided to give it a try. And the beginning was tough. It's really, really competitive, but if you just keep at it and keep learning, you can eventually get to that point. And as far as this game goes, we were just sent an audition with a picture of a character usually and said, try and voice this and see what you can come up with. And they started picking us out. And there are very short sessions, actually, because there's only a certain number of lines. Right. But really fun characters, really fun to do. I love doing it.
Very cool. Well, I hope you guys can voice more. Is that sort of a similar experience for you, how you got into it?
Absolutely. I actually attended, there's a voiceover academy right across the bay here in Sausalito called Voice Tracks, and I studied there for a while and then got picked up by an agency, and actually now I teach there. So it's the full circle of life, as it were.
Really cool. So is there a website that people can sort of check that out if they're interested in maybe getting into voice acting?
I think it's voicetrackssf.com.
Very cool.
I hope.
Yeah, well, Google's there if it's not, right?
Voice Track San Francisco. Enjoy.
So, besides going to the academy, do you guys have any advice for people trying to get into the industry? What is there some sort of practicing they can do, or?
There is. I would say one of the best things you can do is just watch your video games, try and do imitations, but then also I always tell people that with doing characters, you don't want to do exact cable car. Yeah. You don't want to do exact imitations. One of the things you've got to get good at is looking at a character, just the picture, and saying, what does it sound like, and how can I do the best character for that? Because you've got to be picked out of hundreds of people. Yeah. For it. And so that's coming up with different characters and keeping track of them and recording them and listening to yourself. That is the best thing you can do.
Really great. And as a teacher at an academy, is that sort of the same sentiment? You have anything else to add to that?
It is. The most important thing is it's voice acting. Yeah. And so there are a lot of people that will come in, first-time students, and they'll say, I do a great Bart Simpson impersonation, or I do a great Peter Griffin impersonation. That's fine, and that's a good place to start. But now what I would say is, okay, here's the newspaper. Yeah. Read this article as Peter Griffin. Read it as Bart Simpson. And what kind of emotions would they have? How would they react to the story and that sort of thing? So it's allowing the character to sort of inhabit your body and speak through you. So it's the acting that's the most important portion of it.
Well, as you guys said, and as I saw, you had a great reception at the event. Are there any future gaming events that you're hoping to go to?
Well, we just found out about IPL 5 in Las Vegas. Yeah. I don't need too much of an excuse to go to Vegas, so that might happen. I might just show up, All right, cool.
And is this something that you really enjoyed? Maybe you'll be at future events as well?
Absolutely, because we get to connect with the fans, the folks that are actually playing the game, and I've always said that ultimately I work for you guys, because if you're the ones that are playing the game and you don't particularly like a performance or something like that of a character that I voiced, chances are I'm probably not going to be doing that character again. So it's you guys that are making it happen.
And besides League of Legends, is there anything that you guys, obviously you do other voice work, so is that, anime or games for each one of you?
Yeah, mostly games. Phantasy Star Universe, to go back a while. I was voiced Renvolt Magashi. We just wrapped up The Walking Dead. Episode 2 I was in as one of the St. John brothers. The other one's over there. He's very creepy. That's why we're not interviewing him. No, he's coming up next. Yeah. There he is. Go to the website, briansummer.com, or the Facebook page, or the YouTube youtube.com/Brian Sommer voiceover, and there's a list of all kinds of silliness.
Really cool. And how about you? What else have you voiced, and where can people find you?
Well, I did Phantasy Star Universe back in the day. The Sims Medieval.
Years ago.
Exactly. The Sims Medieval. I just finished The Walking Dead. I played. I was what's his name? Kid Tannen on the Back to the Future video game, which was one of the funnest ones ever. And then lots of little stuff. I mean, you can find. I mean, my website is owenthomas.org. My YouTube is Owen Actor. And I'm trying to remember. And my Twitter is Owen Voice. So
.org because you're a nonprofit, right?
yeah.
Non-profit. Well, that might say something about voice acting for people that want to get into it. Either way, hey, thanks a ton. Thanks a ton for coming out, guys, and thanks for the interview. Hope to see you at future events.
Absolutely. Thank you, Travis.
There's my ride.
There you go.
It's only fun when they run.
Two jokers in the deck, and I get dealt you.